Tool Day Tuesday, where I share with you guys unique or useful tools that I myself use that I think you might be interested in. Today's video is going to be kind of short and sweet, but we're going to be talking about an extremely useful tool that you may or may not know even existed. We're going to be talking about a palm nailer. This one is under the Banks brand, and I did purchase it from Harbor Freight. And as noted with most, if not all air tools, you do need to put a little bit of oil in it every time you use it. Now, this particular one is really small. It's smaller than some of the others that I have used in the past, and I really like the way it feels in my hand. I have pretty big hands, but it feels really good in them. And if you're not familiar with how a palm nailer works, well, it's designed to take a single nail, you put it into the end. This particular one has a magnetic tip or magnetic nose so it won't fall out. You press it straight down and it'll drive the nail in. Now, this is pneumatically powered, so I have to attach my air hose. And this one requires 70 to 100 PSI, so I'll be setting my regulator to 90. Now, where a tool like this really shines is when you find yourself in an area where you really don't have enough room to swing a hammer. Maybe there's something in your way or it's a small cavity. That's where you're going to wish you had one of these tools. Now, I'm sure your question is, how well does this particular one work? Well, we're going to find out. Now, a good example of where this tool comes in handy is with truss straps. Sometimes you find yourself in a situation like this where the truss strap has to go on the outside and there's not much room inside to swing a hammer. This tool makes that job really easy. One thing to keep in mind is there is no trigger. It's activated by you pressing on the head of the nail with the device itself. Also keep in mind the harder you press, kind of the faster it drives the nail in. This really isn't a feature, it's just kind of by the nature of the design. I'm going to demonstrate this by putting a nail into the end of this board, and I'm going to press very lightly at first. What you're going to listen for is how light it's hitting the nail and how few times it's rapping on the head of the nail. Then I will press it a little bit harder, and you're going to hear that it's going to hammer the nail really fast and push it in really quickly. And now I'm going to press on it really hard, and it drove it in really quickly. So again, just light pressure. That gets your nail started. Press it really hard, and it drives it in very quickly. So as you can see, a tool like this could be very useful, specifically in those tight, really hard spots where there just isn't enough room to swing a hammer or even use a larger nail gun. Again, this is being sold under the Banks brand. It is sold at Harbor Freight. At the time of this video, it only cost $25, so it really is a good bang for the buck. If you like these types of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take a look at some of my other videos. At the very least, you might be entertained.